We now take you straight to the JKIA, where Cabinet Secretaries Najib, Balala of Tourism and Sicily, Kariuki of Health are set to issue a public statement on the status of Ebola. I can see the Health Cabinet Secretary already speaking there. Let me take you there straight.
The WHO that 2 out of 5 samples collected from 5 patients tested positive for Ebola virus at the country's national laboratory in Kinshasa. Arising from this, the Ministry of Health in Kenya has moved to put in place its health systems on a high alert. We have strengthened the routine screening of travelers at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, where we are this morning. We have also strengthened our routine screening in Busia, Malaba, Namanga, Wilson Airport, as well as all other entry points into the country, totaling 43. In all these places, the Ministry of Health has installed the following: an electronic thermal screener or screeners where we need to have more than one. We have also brought in handgun thermal scanners. We also have brought in other support systems, including deployment of 101 health workers. The Ministry of Health affirms that there is no case of Ebola in the country. It is good to emphasize that there is no case of Ebola in the country, and indeed what we are doing are intervention measures so that just in the event, further, and in order to mitigate any threat, my ministry has established the National Health Emergencies Council, which I set up 2 days ago. The role of this council, among others, is to act expeditiously to prevent importation of any virus or disease, which is of public health importance to us as a country. The government, through the Ministry of Health and that of the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, wishes to assure Kenyans and all travelers to Kenya that there is no Ebola case reported in this country. That adequate measures have been put in place to ensure that such a virus will not be introduced or imported into the country. We are here this morning and have walked around to assess our readiness in terms of preparedness to respond to any emergencies. And I am happy to note, as I appreciate my team responsible for this, that indeed we are prepared in the best way possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Waziri, and I want to congratulate you and thank you once again for your prompt action 3 days ago on raising the alarm in the country. We are not at the doorsteps of DRC. DRC and Kenya is 3,700 kilometers where the pandemic has happened. So I want to congratulate you and thank you and your team. And I have been here yesterday. Already I have seen the thermal gadgets and the screens that have been there put by KAA and also by the Ministry of Health. We are ready. Kenya is ready to screen all the targeted areas where probably Ebola can come, but we are very far from the Ebola area. But I can tell you we must be proactive. The last Ebola incident happened in West Africa. Did not affect West Africa. It affected the whole continent in terms of the continent being branded as an Ebola virus area. So this time, I can assure you, we have in Kenya here have taken action, and I want to congratulate you and your team, Dr. Kefa, Johnny Anderson, with your team here being prompt and active on that. But I have talked also to my colleague in DRC last night, Honorable Frank Apello, and he has assured me they have contained the situation, they have worked with WHO and also the neighbors, both Brazzaville, both West Africa, Nigeria, up to Gambia. All of them in terms of countries, they have put the same equipment. So everybody in Africa has taken care of it. So I want to appeal to the international media. There is no Ebola in Africa. There is Ebola in an isolated area in the remote area of DRC, and WHO and the government of DRC are containing it. We want to assure our visitors as well that we will be doing screening to most of the visitors, particularly from the targeted area, West Africa, but we will also sensitive that we will be as friendly, as gentle, and as well as warm, receptive to welcome them to the country, because there is no Ebola in Kenya, and there is no Ebola in Africa. There is no only Ebola in an isolated remote area in the northwest of DRC, which is almost 4,000 kilometers away from Nairobi. So that is the message we have today, and I want to thank you once again, my sister Sicily, you and your team. Prompt action, the explanation we were given by Dr. Kefa, yeah, it is seamless, it's effective, and is fast, efficient. Even the areas in Kenyatta National Hospital, they are ready, prepared if there's any incident, but we don't anticipate. It is a rare disease. We don't anticipate incidents to happen in this country. Thank you very much.
That is Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala and his colleague from the health sector, Sicily Kariuki, issuing a public statement we've been telling you about on the Ebola scare. This after the virus was detected there in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That brings us